All right, here we go, my friends. 2021 Illusions Tmall basketball. 20 box case. Pick your team break number 3. Everything ships. No. Snagged it. There we go. There we go. Bang, bang, bang. Hit it with a little air. Diet Coke. Ooh, I did get a case today. I better talk and rip. Let's talk and rip here. Last one I didn't have a whole lot to say during that break. It was a little dry, so I did get I finally I was just dragging my feet for really no reason, but finally got linked up with Fanatics through their wholesale, so I will start getting in some Fanatics products. Granted, this is not related to like getting Topps products through Fanatics. This is like Fanatics has like their own set of repack like jerseys and helmets and baseballs, and then also like if I wanted to buy like any of their memorabilia items or any other items that they have as a whole at a wholesale price, I can do that now. So if anybody's looking for any specific autographed jerseys or anything like that that you see on Fanatics website, let me know and I should be able to get it in for you. And instead of sending that money over to the Fanatics, send it over to me, and I guess they still get some money, but just a little heads up there. But I did buy my first case of it's a repacked baseball product. So I'm a fan of Gold Rush repacks. Their memorabilia repacks. Leaf stuff's decent. TriStars is pretty rough, but I do have their autographed baseballs that they just recently came out with, and they look like they're like top notch. It's not some cheapo baseballs. I mean, these are top names on the checklist. Top names on the checklist, and then all of them have like the MLB hologram on them too. It's not like TriStar authenticated. It's like MLB hologram autograph, like good shit. Miles Turner red. We'll do a random for all the multi-team cards. Right there's the 2 multi-team cards. We'll random those all off at the end of the break. Either way, I just got my first case of the baseballs in today. So I might try to do a little bit of the baseballs tomorrow. We'll see. But just a little heads up there that you'll start seeing some more Fanatics memorabilia products in here. So, Desmond Bain. LeBron James. Everyone's still kind of in limbo waiting to hear how the Fanatics / Topps is going to distribute their products in the future now, obviously, since they've cut off GTS distribution and likely other distributors. But at least in the meantime, and I've been meaning to, but obviously I did it before they said that. I set up my account before quickly. I set up my account before they did the whole GTS thing, so I was trying to be proactive about it. But I should have been, I should have had the account, whenever they announced that they were buying tops and all that. Should have been a little bit more proactive about it. Regardless, yeah, we don't know. That's what I'm talking about. It's everyone's kind of in limbo, just waiting to hear back and waiting to hear how Fanatics is going to do it. I mean, most likely they're just going to say, hey, if you want it, breakers and hobby shops, if you want tops products, you need to file, application here, and we'll get back to you. And then they start signing people up. I mean, that's my thought process on it, but I don't know. I mean, it's not like there's a whole bunch of ways that they're going to, it's like they have to. And then with them cutting off GTS at the end of the year, I mean, it's like, at that point, it's like now they're going to have to figure out how to get that product into people's hands, which I'm sure they're going to figure it out. I mean, I'm sure they probably already have an idea how they're going to set all that stuff up. But at the same time, they haven't really released that information yet. So, at least to my knowledge. So, kind of sitting in limbo. Maxi base. Kind of sitting in limbo until then. But, like I said, I was trying to be proactive about it. Like I said, I should have been a little bit more proactive about it earlier. But at the very least, I did, even prior to the whole GTS thing. I mean, I definitely would have done it after the GTS thing, but I already had the account set up prior to them kind of getting rid of the distributor. But either way, I do have the account. I don't think that account's not exactly for their tops and Fanatic stuff, but at the very least, I feel like it's it's good to have your foot in the door. And do you think Fanatics is going to buy Panini? I don't think so. No. I feel like if they were going to, they would have already done it, and I don't think they need to, and I don't think they're going to. But either way. Can't hurt to have that account with them set up already, even if it's not, the same process to buy top stuff, but definitely can't hurt. So hopefully we like their memorabilia stuff, and we can start buying up some more of that and breaking more of that, and hopefully will help us get more products in the future. So yeah, they don't need Panini. Troy Brown Jr. for the Bulls. They don't need Panini. Maxi. Yeah, they just don't need them. So I just don't think that that's going to be the case. It's kind of like, it would be just kind of like dead money. I mean, they needed somebody that already could produce cards, Mason Jones, Red, and they needed, somebody with some of those brands already under their belt, Bowman and Topps Chrome and Finest, you know what I mean? So now that they got that with Topps, I mean, there's really no point in them getting Panini. I mean, they don't need them. So I would be very surprised if they would end up buying them out, because they don't need it. And based off of some different discussions that Josh Luber has had, granted he's not, he's the visionary over there, but he's not the CEO. So based off of some of the different talks that he's had that's been recorded, podcasts or, other stuff that he's done. Got an auto coming here. Another auto. O'Shea Brissett for the Pacers. And we got a gold coming here too. Cole Anthony and the gold. Zeke, nice for the Nuggets. 1 out of 25. Nuggets going out to John F. Finally a decent gold. But based off of some things that he said, like, it just doesn't seem, I wish I wish there was one, and I forget exactly what he said, but it was like, as soon as he said it, I was like, yeah, that means that they do not care about, like, Panini and trying to get Panini. Like, they don't need that whatsoever. I forget where I saw it and what exactly he said, but yeah, so I doubt it. All information leads to Doubtful. I mainly remember. Well, yeah, I mean, it definitely would suck if you don't like Topps stuff. I mean, it's, some changes are definitely going to be made with Fanatics coming in and everything, but I mean, the Topps Chrome brand and everything would definitely be the star of the show for sure for basketball and football moving forward. Apparently, Coro Red. It seems like that's going to be the case, right? So if you don't like Topps Chrome, then yeah, you might be a little shit out of luck for sure. Because I doubt I just doubt it. It'll be interesting to see how Panini plays out here. I mean, they certainly can make unlicensed products. And they still have some other licenses for some of these other sports. So they can, at the very least, they'll still be making some of these other sport products. UFC or... Well, I guess, didn't UFC sign a deal with... Yeah. Or was it WWE? I forget who it was, where they signed a deal with Panini and then signed it, and then like directly after signed a deal with Topps for right after that contract ends. So I forget which one that was, but they'll definitely make some unlicensed stuff, I would imagine. But I mean, let's just call it like it is, man. The unlicensed stuff is just not. I mean, Panini right now makes a bunch of unlicensed baseball stuff. I mean, they have a whole array of baseball products that's unlicensed that do pretty well. It's not Bowman or what have you, but they come out with some popular products that people like. We're going to be busting into some select next, and it's also way cheaper than some of the licensed stuff as well. So WWE is a short one. That's what it is. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out exactly. What's really interesting is that Fanatics was very smart. They're smart people. Whenever they did the license agreement, they gave a piece of ownership of the new Fanatics trading card company to the players' associations. So guess what the players' associations want to do? They want to keep the license with that company because they own a piece of it. It is so smart, and how Topps / Panini didn't do that ahead of time to try to lure them in and trap them, if you will, is craziness to me. I mean, we got points. 150 in points. Random those off at the end. Wiseman. It's like, because if the players associations got a piece of the company, they got some skin in the game. They want to keep, you know what I mean. They want to do business with that company, so it just makes sense. Cat Red. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that here in a second. Actually, King Tom. Desmond Bain. And that's where it'll be interesting to see how even Panini's unlicensed products moving forward will be able to sustain. If the Players Association is like, hey guys, we're not going to be doing any, don't be signing cards and doing business with Panini. There, we have a piece of the pie with Fanatics. You know what I mean? Like they may shut it down and not want to do autos and different things for Panini moving forward. I don't know. That was my quick thought. I don't know all the logistics of all that kind of shit and contracts and everything, but just on the surface, my mind's thinking, okay, well, if they have a piece of the pie with Fanatics, I mean, damn, they're probably not going to want to do a whole lot with Panini moving forward. I mean, they but. So, unfortunately, it does seem as if, I mean, not exactly, but kind of, you know what I mean? It's like not exactly, but kind of, that it just seems like Panini has kind of like, I don't want to say they're laying down and dying, but like a lot of people are feeling those vibes. And plate Thompson. I mean, a lot of people are feeling those vibes that they're just kind of letting it run dry and it's just whatever. And then once the license kicks over, I mean, are they done? I don't know. I mean, it definitely, you know, with some of the stuff that they're doing, I mean, it definitely seems like that's Halliburton. It definitely seems like that's the, you know, the case kind of. Yeah. And then too, like, and I was an idiot and I fell for it. I don't know how many of you guys, I mean, probably most people went ahead and clicked it, but, you know, in Panini's, it was a couple months back or whatever, Panini had on their app, whenever you logged into their app, it was a big long, you know, terms and agreements update, which I always just click yes and keep going, right? Well, it was regarding a lot of, that was regarding redemptions, and that if you agree to it, then any outstanding redemptions that you have, that they could replace it, you know, with points or something of equal value, which, let's be honest here, we do not want Panini being the one to determine what's of equal value, you know, or how many points to give you, and who wants damn points for especially some of these big cards. But luckily I don't have a whole array of redemptions I'm waiting on. Of course there's a couple, but I don't have like some crazy amount, so that's good. But I know one guy, buddy of mine that has a buddy slash customer, Maxi, that has just an absurd amount. I mean, 6 figures and way above 6 figures, probably close to 7 figures worth of redemptions that they're waiting on through Panini. And every time he logs in, he has to pull it up. It comes up, he closes out, he pulls it up again, and then he can log in without having to hit like accept or something like that. I forget how he had to do it. He showed me. Ben Simmons read, but like, it's just, I mean, they're just, that's the kind of stuff that's like, you know, pissing people off. It's like, you guys are just, they're grimy. They're grimy. Yeah. Yeah, you pretty much summed it up right there, King Tom. I know we've talked plenty of times in here about it, and that pretty much, that sentence is what it always comes down to right there. It's just, they got comfortable in where they were at, and it got bit them in the ass, and they thought because they're the only ones that are doing it and making it, that, you know, they didn't really have to step up their game, and yep, it's pretty much that simple. Bit them in the ass, and now they're scrambling. They don't have all of them. There's still like the vast majority of those Lamellos are still out there. The vast majority of those. I have one myself. The vast majority are still out there. Some did, but the vast majority, people are waiting. And I know one customer in here even went and talked to him at the National. You know how I'm sure they got just bombarded with these sort of things at the National, right? But went and talked to him about his Lamello redemption, that, you know, and it's pretty much they don't have any information to give you. They're like, hey, we're still waiting. You know, we don't have much information to give you, and that's what makes people super fucking frustrated, and it's rightfully so. I just never understood their redemption process, where it's like they do some like weird shit where it's like they'll have them sign the cards that are in the system, but like, why don't they have them sign all of those cards? Like, if they get them to sign, you know what I mean? It's like, sign all, if you're, you know, Lamello contenders, for instance, or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, we had him sign, we're missing, whatever, 500 autos, and he signed 100 or whatever. And it's like, well, there's 100 in the system, and we had him sign those to get those out. But it's like, just have them sign all of them, so now you have them ready whenever people put it in later on. It just doesn't seem like that's the process, I don't know. How much of that is on the player, A lot of it is on the player. A good portion of it is on the player. If the player's not willing to sign, LaMelo's a little bit of a different situation because of him. Like, I think that one's more of a money situation than anything else. But at the same time, so most of you guys maybe or maybe not, but Leaf, CD Lamb redemptions were outstanding for like a crap ton of times, like a year and a half or something like that. And Leaf's usually pretty good with their redemptions, okay? It was outstanding, and it went on for too long. So then Leaf filed to sue CD Lamb for his unsigned redemptions. Well, guess what happened? That day or the next day, guess what he did? They flew out or whatever, and he signed all the redemptions. Okay, does it look bad? Does it sting a little bit with that? And will Leaf be able to get CD Lamb autos in the future? Probably not. But I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter the way they're set up. They just want the rookie stuff anyways. But regardless, does that just kind of tarnish that relationship with that athlete? Yes, but at the same time, instead of tarnishing that relationship with the athlete, you're hurting your relationship with your customers by never going after them. You know what I mean? And there's definitely some of that where it's like, wait until the off season and then the player comes through and signs a bunch or whatever. You know what I mean? I guess that's reasonable. But whenever they let these go on for years and years and years and don't do anything, it's like, what's your guys' process? Are you guys calling them every week and asking them, or what is your process to get these? What are you guys doing? Like, let us know what you guys are attempting to do to get these. Blast them on social. Do something, right? But by doing nothing and putting it, you're causing your customers to lose faith in you and not want to buy your products, etc., etc., etc. And that's the more frustrating thing. You know what I mean? It's like, if they would actually do that and show, hey, we're going after these guys to get these redemptions. They promised us. They have a contract with us. Obviously, they have contracts with these athletes and the Players Association to get these autographs and what have you. And if they're not, going after them and they're leaving us, as the consumer, KD Red, us as the consumer on the back burner here, why should we continue to, buy your products and do these things? Unfortunately, they're the only ones with the license, so that's why people do it. And, that's why we continue to break the stuff, and I continue to buy the stuff in here, because it's like, if not, then we're not, opening cards and selling cards and buying cards. But at the same time, you're losing and you're hurting that relationship with your customers versus, possibly hurting that relationship with the athlete or some of these, I just feel like how much is it? Is like, does the athlete even know? I'm sure a bunch of these, it's like, I would say again, I don't know all this. I don't work for Panini. Panini never done any of this kind of stuff to get autographs from these athletes or whatever. But how much is it on some of these? It's like, these guys don't want to sign thousands of cards. How many freaking cards they got to sign? Bajillion cards. They don't want to sit down and freaking sign all them cards, man. Like, holy crap. I get that. But at the same time, if you signed a contract, you need to do it. And if Panini just lets them go, you know what I mean? And then how many times is like the Panini's just working with their agent or whatever, and how many times does the athlete probably, sometimes there's got to be a couple cases where the athlete probably doesn't even know that, like, they have these cards that they need to sign, and the agent just doesn't want to, like, mess with them about it. I don't know. There's a lot of different variables, and I don't want to put all the blame on Panini with the redemptions for sure, because the athlete's the one that needs to sign it, but Panini needs to have some sort of process in place to get these going way faster than what they are, for sure. But whatever they got to do to get them, that's what they need to do. Okay, whatever it is. I mean, honestly, have a couple guys. You know he's going to go to some basketball game as a fan, or he's going to some event or something. Fuck it, man. Get a couple guys, Panini employees, take the damn cards and find him and see if he'll sign them. Do something, damn. Something, but not to stay on the negativity here, but since, just having some discussion about it. Don't want to keep the negativity rolling here all night long, but it's good to have these discussions, though. Red. And the another big piece to all this as well is not only are they not getting the redemptions, but they're also not letting, like, no one can get a hold of anybody about these redemptions. Like, their customer service is always you know how difficult it is to get a hold of anybody. Some days, yeah, you might get lucky and get a hold of somebody quickly. Most days you can be on the phone for hours and never get a hold of anybody, and no one responds back to you. And you know how frustrating that is? Just sit there and waste your time, and maybe waste your lunch break all week trying to get a hold of somebody at Panini just for them to tell you that, like, they don't have any other information. That's another frustrating piece to it all. And then also another frustrating piece is that they allow the redemptions to sit out there for years and years and years without coming to, like, some sort of resolution with the customer. It's like, hey, if nice little Isaiah Stewart, Asia red for the Pistons. Who got the Pistons? Ricky. So let's say, okay, we don't have the redemption, or we don't have these cards signed within a year, for instance. I'm just throwing something out. So after a year, we don't have the redemption from the player. We haven't been able to really get in contact with the athlete, and we don't really know what's going on. Like, they're kind of in the dark with the athlete. Then it's like, okay, well, then now's the time to give people the option and say, hey, you guys can either continue to wait and we'll continue to try to get it from them, or here's our resolution. But instead, the way they have it set up, you just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and they don't, it's just crazy. It's interesting to see a lot of you guys, we talked about it at the ass end of last night's live stream. A couple of people brought it up, so I spoke on it for a moment. The allegations, I'll call it allegations against Steel City Collectibles regarding weighing of national packs. You guys see some information floating out there regarding that. Has Steel City said much about that? Does anybody know? Anthony Edwards, Isaiah Roby red. Have they made a statement? Pat Williams, Hayes. Nothing, Maxi. And I don't think anybody has said anything regarding that whatnot Fleer 8687 Fleer box that was not authentic. So they'd keep all the heavier packs. That's the allegation against them. Based off of the information that I 100% could be wrong, and my viewpoint on it. Yeah. So this is what is happening, at least in my viewpoint. And I'll be honest. I feel, if I don't feel comfortable and if I don't really know too much, I'm gonna probably not say too much about it. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person to make claims. So, but I feel confident enough to say this. I'm not saying that I'm 100% correct here. Okay, I definitely could be wrong, but the information that's out there does not point to them doing that. What it points to is those silver packs were handed out by Panini at the National, on the National floor, okay? If you bought a package to go to their Panini party, their VIP party, each ticket was granted 100 silver packs that come in a white box sleeve. I got the sleeve still over there. Okay? Now, now listen here, do we ever believe that Panini does these things like correctly? I mean, come on now, right? So, based off of what I've been seeing is you either get a sleeve that has nothing but base paper, or you get a sleeve that has nothing but hits, as in like numbered cards and stuff, okay? So it's either you get nothing with just base paper packs, or you get a sleeve with nothing but foils and you know what I mean, and relics and what have you. Mostly foils, numbered foils. So if you watch our breaks, I had 2 sleeves, I had 2 tickets. Me and my wife both went. So I got 2 sleeves of 100. We set up the breaks to eat up all 200 silvers. Didn't have a single silver left over. Every single pack had a numbered card. Okay? We got lucky. Now, other people I've seen would get sleeves that are nothing but the paper packs. So, essentially, Panini did not collate these packs very well. And instead of, shuffling them up, some base over here, some foils, blah, 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 you either get a whole sleeve with just base or a whole sleeve with numbered. Again, we lucked out with the numbered. Now, unfortunately, I think what happened with some of these retailers, because I think it even was going on with Dave and Adams too, some of their sleeves were all paper. And that's what happened with Steel City. So I'm assuming maybe they got their packs early, their sleeves early or something, and that initial run of sleeves or whatever had nothing but base paper. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's too much to... You can't confirm or deny that. What the facts are... Yeah, it could be, but the true facts here is that Panini did 100% mess up, and they have sleeves with nothing but paper and nothing but hits, if you will, nothing but numbered. That's factual information. Okay, people know that. So whenever, in this scenario, Steel City is sending out packs, okay, and they're sending out packs of 10 in a bundle, and you get a pack, all 10 are either going to be all paper packs, or you're going to get all 10 that are all numbered, because they either came from a sleeve of all paper or they came from a sleeve of all numbered, one or the other. Okay, that's the issue here. Could they be weighing packs and screwing people over? Definitely could be the case. I don't work there. I can't say that that's not true, but based off of the information that I have, that does not appear to be the case. What appears to be the case is a screw up and a botch by Panini in the way that they collated these sleeves of silver packs. So that's my viewpoint. Okay, Could I be wrong? And there's some, you know, some shadiness going down. I will say that definitely could be also an option. But based off of the facts and the information that I have and that I've seen, it all leads to what I'm saying and not the claim that they're weighing packs. Now, I'm not again, so on that one, WC, I can't say much because I don't have, there's not enough information out there for me to be able to make a determination and say something's shady or not there. I mean, obviously, people have that viewpoint on it, and I don't want to say anything regarding what my viewpoint is because I just don't have enough information to. But yeah, no, I agree. But on the pack side, it's like, yeah. I mean, who would Theo Maladon Red, Asia Red exclusive? Who would think that Panini would actually do something right and have all of these sleeves collated the correct way? You know what I mean? That seems more likely than a very large online retailer that sells massive amounts of boxes and repacks and everything to be tampering with once a year silver packs. Just seems like a stretch. Okay, I'm not. 24 out of 25. Jay Sean Tate rookie instant impact gold for the Rockets. Matt. Not saying that it couldn't be, but all I'm saying is it's a stretch. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And and again, I don't work there. But I do have a business relationship with Steel City Collectibles. I don't buy like cases and stuff like that off of them. I run it through distributors, but I do buy their Gold Rush products. I also sell them some stuff. The owner of Steel City Collectibles is a really great guy, and we discuss hobby related things periodically. Like I said, sometimes I'll sell them some cases or whatever. We break their Gold Rush products. I deal with the owner whenever I buy stuff. I don't deal with the sales rep. I deal with the owner. I go straight to him. And again, I don't know him. He's not like my best bud here, so you know what I mean? So I don't want to say, oh, he would never do this. But again, I feel like I know him enough to feel like I just feel like it's a stretch to claim that they're doing that. I've been to their warehouse on several occasions. Me and my wife on several occasions have gone over there and talked with the owner. Have you seen the Pac-Man? So I didn't see the Pac-Man video. So I've seen a different video. I haven't seen the Pac-Man video. But again, those sort of like auto after auto after auto, again, falls in line with the collation of Panini, collating these sleeves of packs, not, accurately to spread them out. Again, that further proves my standpoint of it, right? Again, I didn't watch his video, so I don't know. Recon isn't moving at all. Yeah, it could definitely could do better for sure. Some stuff moves faster than others, man. That's how it goes every single week, man. Some stuff moves faster. Some stuff takes all week to fill up. Yeah. So I just thought it was a bit of a stretch to go out and make these claims against a company that it just, yeah. Anthony Edwards, Isaiah Stewart, Cantor Red, Wiseman, oh, it'll get filled up. We just posted it last night, so give it a little bit of time to marinate and get some spots sold. It's the weekend, it's the freaking weekend, you know. Luca. Maxi. 2 more boxes to go. Some of this, dang, some of these, didn't even realize that on the Edwards, but it's like mangled. Boom and boom. Yeah, that just, it doesn't seem like, again, I mean, people can make those claims whenever people are, you know, getting cards like that, right? Wherever, you know, or something like that happens. It's like, oh, Pac-Man, of course he gets a sleeve of all autos, or, you know, a run of 10 autos or whatever it was, right? But it's like, again, do we really think that Panini is smart enough to be able to do it like that? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think they are. And again, it all comes back to collation issue with the sleeves, the silver sleeves. Yes. Exactly. Really sucks is like Panini's never going to come out and say anything about it. They're just going to keep quiet, and then, you know, I want to know on the Fleer basketball box, not authentic Fleer basket, the repacked Fleer basketball box. I want to see who's going to make some comments about that. I mean, obviously BBCE's at the forefront of it all that needs to make a comment. Kongwu Red, Asia Red, is at the forefront of it, and they need to be the one making the comment because they're the ones that authenticated the damn box. But then, you know, it's definitely a bad look, and it's a bad look for several people involved, unfortunately. So. It did suck though because many people ran and bought packs. I mean, I don't know. 13 out of 25, Mike Conley. I mean, sometimes stuff is, you know, some packs are better. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel bad for, you know, if people saw his video and then went out and bought some. I mean, some are good packs, some are bad. I mean, he got a good run of good ones. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it sucks for sure. I mean, it sucks that they didn't pull anything good, but like, I mean, that's, I don't even know what to say. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, some stuff, you know, you either hit or you don't hit. I mean, John Morant, second year red. Yeah, I mean, if you thought that every pack was going to have autos like that, I mean, then yeah, that's, yeah. How could you expect that? That's on you. But again, it all comes back to the correlation of these sleeves. And this is again why myself, okay, there's a reason why I set up my breaks in a way that I ate through all my national packs, or at the very minimum the silvers. We ended up with a couple extra golds based off of how the box, we ended up getting a couple extra golds in each one of those boxes, but all my silvers were gone. Like I said, I set up the break in a way with each break having a certain amount of packs that I would eat through at all of them that I had, because, okay, people can weigh those packs for the thick packs and the autos and things of that nature, okay? So I wanted to be able to clear out all mine so you could never question my integrity, right? Because that's all the packs that I had. We went there. You saw us both, me and my wife, on Instagram at the party, and on Twitter we posted pictures. You know that we got the 2 packages. I did a break that cleared out all my packs. I'm not going to go back out to the market to buy any more packs, because again, that's putting you and your customers at risk whenever you go out to the secondary market to buy these packs that could be searched, that could be weighed. You know, if you weren't there at the National to get the packs, or getting it from a breaker to somebody that was directly there, probably shouldn't mess with them. You know, you're putting you and your customers in a shithole. All right, recap. Usually I do the random first, so let's go ahead and do the recap here, and then I'll random off a couple things. Out of 25s. Zeke out of 25. Yeah, I mean, the thick packs, you know, exactly. I'm just saying. Like, all right, we got to random off the points. Let's do that real quick. I'm just saying, like, it's, you know, you got to protect your business and your assets at all times. Don't put yourself or your customers in a situation that they could be duped, or, you know, of course everybody could be duped. You know, I could buy a box and not realize it's repacked, and then we open it up and it's repacked, and of course I'll go back and get another box or refund everybody or whatever. You know, definitely could happen, but I definitely don't do anything or would do anything where the chances of that are higher than normal, you know, such as these loose packs, right? Top spot gets the points. 2 and a 6 is 8. I don't think so, man. John F with the points. 6 and a 2 is 8. There's a couple other breaks on the website that I want to focus on here to get going. Definitely, it could be a possibility tomorrow. One, two, three. We're gonna go top. 4, 5, 6. We're gonna go bottom. I have to look at the back of these. 1, 2, 3 top. 4, 5, 6 bottom. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3 left, 4, 5, 6 right. And again, we'll have to look at the back of these cards here. Actually, I don't think these ones matter, but those ones do. 1, 2, 3 left, 4, 5, 6 right. So same dice roll for both. So 1, 2, 3, it'll go top and left. 4, 5, 6 right would go bottom and, or right. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3 would be top and left. 4, 5, 6 would be bottom and right. Yeah. And we got a 1, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. It is top and left. Top and left. All right, here we go. I did not forget, guys. I did not forget about the giveaway this time. I'm so happy. You know how bad I am with that. And as soon as I forget and I go to post the video, I copy this break, the name of the break off the website, and then I'll see the giveaway. I'm like, ah. All right, here we go. So you want to be in the top 10, guys. This is a giveaway for 10 boxes of 21-22 Don Russ Asia Basketball. Okay, we're going to take the full list of break participants, put you in a randomizer here. Top 10 each get 1 box. 10 boxes total. Here we go. 3 and a 6 is 9. Top 10 on 9. Top 10 on 9. Top 10, John F., Gabriel, Miles, David, Gabriel, Matt, Miles, Ricky, Matt, and Pedrick. 9 times 3 and a 6 is 9. Top 10 each get a box. 21-22. Don Russ Asia Basketball. There you go. This was Illusions Tmall case number 3.